Hey everybody, Jason Cycle Stop USA in Lakeland, Florida. I wanted to take a minute to show you in real time how long it takes to actually put on one of FNA Cycles Tite-Seal kits. Now, we build a lot of engines here and we do a lot of repair work. And anytime we're doing anything with a Shovelhead, Panhead, or an Ironhead, we always make sure we use one of Eric's Tite-Seal kits. Tite-Seal kits are a proprietary design. They're available at FNACustomCycles.com. They're also available here from us at CycleStopUSA.com. They're made in the USA and it's a fantastic product. It's a little different than putting an intake manifold on a regular Shovelhead, Ironhead, or Panhead when you're using the typical tools and the typical parts that are available in the aftermarket. Eric's kit's a little bit different. There's a couple parts in it. There's only 6 parts actually, and I went ahead and took the liberty of opening all the parts up and getting things ready to make the video a little bit slower, but I'm going to show you in real time. So this is what we're talking about. These are proprietary intake manifold seals that Eric makes to do this job, and it does the job very well. It also comes with 4 stainless steel worm gear clamps. These are high strength stainless steel clamps. So we're going to put an S&S intake manifold on our new engine that we just built, and so it's real simple. I'm just going to go in real time and show you. I kind of set the intake manifold seal, one of the seals on the engine, the other seal I put on the intake manifold. And it seems a little awkward, but you're just basically going to fit these in to where they kind of snap in place. And because they are really super strong, they're not going to tear. So it's a little goofy getting them in, but once they're in, you'll feel that they're all the way in there and there won't be any problem. And actually, the intake manifold will kind of sit in place. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of just rocking them back and forth to get them to fit in. There we go. Now I've got the intake manifold in place and I've got both of the tight seals in. At this point, I've already prepared the worm gear clamps. I went ahead and took them all the way loose. You can do this different ways. I like to take them loose like this so that I can fit them around fairly easily. Now you can decide if you want to do this from the front or from the back or from the top or from the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and do them from the top. I'm going to go ahead and get the worm gear clamp in place. Now these are full 360-degree clamps, so there's some overlap on here. And Eric does that, I believe, so if they say super strong. I'm going to use a small nut driver to get the worm gear started. Again, doing this real time with no edits. I appreciate Amanda being our camera gal today. So now I've got the worm gear clamp started and I've got it kind of in place. I'm going to put it where it's comfortable to get at so that it's a serviceable item. And it looks like I'm going to make sure that that clamp is tucked in on the back side too. I'm going to slide it over to the cylinder head. Come from the back side where I can get a nut driver on it pretty easily. Tilt it down. I'm going to switch tools real quick and use a flathead. Flathead right on there. I'm going to get this one just snugged up. Okay, now I'm going to take another one. Now, I like to put both of the clamps in line with each other to make it uniform. So if you're looking at the engine, everything looks kind of in line with each other. And again, you want to make sure that the clamp, because it does overlap a little bit. Straight. There we go. Having a hard time getting it all the way through there, get it started. So we're not quite snug yet. We're going to get them both in line. Tuck that back piece in. Right. One of these obviously is sealing to the cylinder head spigot, and the other one is sealing to the intake manifold. There we go. What I'm doing right now is just getting the clamps lined up. I'm not going to over tighten them right now because I'm going to want to make sure once I have all 4 clamps on there that I get the intake manifold straight. So I've got 2 started. We'll get the other 2 on here now. These clamps are a little bit more stubborn because they're so long. They need to be long so they clamp correctly. And once you get them started, then they're fine. But we got that one started. Okay, back side. Actually going to switch sides now if I can. Tighten this up on the cylinder head spigot. Last but not least, the 4th clamp. Getting almost done to the point where we can, the last clamp is through, get this done. And okay, voila. So now you've got your 4 clamps on there, and so you can finish the job up with an FNA carb support, or sometimes you can use the carb support that goes to the back like a lot of people use. But if you look inside the cylinder or inside the intake manifold, nice clean fit. And once these are tightened, you're gonna have no leaks. So